Chicago Bears Now is presented by Manscaped. Happy New Year to all of you, and a new opportunity to clean up your balls. Because, listen, the ball dropped last night. If you want your balls to drop, you got to go to Manscaped and clean up things downstairs. Promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. Going to get you 20% off plus free shipping. It is manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20 to get 20% off plus free shipping. All right. This was a disaster. I mean, Lions 41, Bears 10. Didn't even feel that close, if we're being honest. We'll talk a little bit about the game, and then we'll give you a tank update as well, as the Bears still remain with a top 2 pick in the NFL draft with 1 game to go. Justin Fields didn't throw the ball that well, 7 of 21. Did run it well, ran for, I think, over 120 yards, 207 total yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Bears couldn't run the ball well outside of Fields. Receivers weren't getting open. Claypool was active, didn't do anything, so that's not a great sign. For the Lions, Jared Goff, efficient, 255, 3 touchdowns. Jamal Williams ran wild. And, I mean, this looked like a game where one team had playoff implications on the line and the other team did not. And that's kind of how it played out. So Bears lose their 9th straight game to fall to 3-13. Lions even things up at 8-8. With a chance to maybe make the playoffs if they can win in Week 18. You look at the Bears' offense as a whole, just not good, right? 230 yards. When you factor in the sacks, and Justin Fields was sacked 7 times, this team had a net 30 yards passing. That's just not going to get it done. That is just not going to get it done. The Bears did run for 200, but 132 of that was Justin Fields. Third downs, bad. 3 of 13 sacks. Horrible. The O-line the last couple of weeks has really fallen apart. I know some of that's due to injuries, but it already wasn't a great group. But to give up 7 sacks is just not something that you want to see whatsoever. So not a very good showing for the offense at the end of the day. Fields, you look at his stats closer, 7 of 21, 75 yards, multiple drops. Guys aren't getting open. He missed a few throws. The passing game last couple of weeks just hasn't been very good. Did run for 132, so that gives him a chance to break Lamar Jackson's single-season rushing record for a quarterback next week. I think he needs 63 yards to do that, so we'll see if he's able to accomplish that. Did have a touchdown and a pick in this one. Khalil Herbert, 6 yards a carry, only had 5 carries, though. Montgomery, 4 yards a carry, only had 6 carries. The offense is dreadful. I mean, they scored 10 points on their first 2 drives, I think, and then nothing after that, so just not a very good showing whatsoever. Should Justin Fields play in Week 18? If this rushing record wasn't in reach, there'd be literally no reason to, and I still think there's a pretty strong argument that he should not play in Week 18, but I'll let you guys decide. Type P for play or S for sit. Should Justin Fields play in Week 18? Let us know down in the comment section below. Take a look at the defense. Detroit goes for over 500. Very balanced. 239 passing, 265 rushing. Bears were pretty good on third down. Only gave up 4 of 12 conversions there. Actually had a couple sacks, too. Shout out to Justin Jones and Travis Gibson, both getting a sack today. Defensive line's been a problem, so at least that's nice to see for Chicago. Jamal Williams was great. So was DeAndre Swift, as Williams had a absolutely massive day in this one. I think he ran for 144 yards and a touchdown. Jamal Williams rushed for 78 yards. I think he may have caught a touchdown as well. DeAndre Swift did. He had a huge game for Detroit. And listen, give the Lions credit. You know, their rebuild has been fairly fast-tracked. I mean, they're 8-8 now. They have a chance to make the playoffs. You're hoping the Bears are there or better next year. We'll see if that happens this offseason. But they've rebuilt that offensive line to protect Jared Goff. Amon-Ra St. Brown has emerged as a real weapon. So Detroit's they're on their way. Their defense has a ways to go, but they played well today for Aaron Glenn. I mentioned Goff earlier, really efficient. And look, when he has a good offensive line, he's effective. He's not good when it's not good around him, but they've built it well around him. So kudos to him for playing some good football this season and playing well today. 255 and 3 scores on 21 of 29 throwing. That's a pretty efficient day for Jared Goff. So there you have it. All right, Manscaped sponsoring today's show. Appreciate them for doing that. And listen, Happy New Year, everybody, from our friends over at Manscaped. The ball is officially dropped, but that doesn't mean you have to drop the ball on your balls because, listen, got to keep those puppies shaved down there. It is what it is. And the Performance Package is a great bundling here that gives you the Lawnmower 4.0, the best ball hair trimmer on the market. You get the Weed Whacker, ear hair, nose hair. You can trim that up. And my wife was laughing at me the other day because I have ear hair. Got to use the Weed Whacker to keep that thing trimmed. You get boxers, ball toner, ball deodorant. That comes with the package. It all comes in a travel kit as well. And you can get 20% off plus free shipping when you use promo code BEARS20. Keep your balls intact. Manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20 for 20% off this bundling under $100. If you buy all these products separately, by the way, you get usually it's like $150. So you buy them in this bundle. A, you get a discount. B, it's already a nice deal. So Manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. That link and promo code will be in the description of the video. The Bears did suffer some injuries in this one. Teven Jenkins leaving with a neck injury again. I mean, I don't think you play him next week. I mean, I think you shut him down. That's pretty obvious. Michael Schofield left with the knee injury, so you were down 2 guards early. Jalen Jones, Dante, Pettis, concussion protocol, so we'll see what their status is heading into Week 18. But the Bears are already battered enough, and to add more injuries, I mean, it's insult to injury at this point. It's just it's not good. It's not good whatsoever. So. That happened as well. I do want to talk about the NFL draft update here, as I'll give you some scores as we go through this. So the Texans did lose, so the Bears still remain with the number 2 pick. Jacksonville crushed them 31-3, which we figured the Texans would lose this game to Jacksonville, but they play the Colts next week. So if the Bears lose to Minnesota next week, which I think they will, and if the Texans beat the Colts next week, the Bears would get the number 1 pick. Now, a couple of other updates, because if the Bears win next week, people are asking me, how far can they drop if they win? Well, both Denver and Arizona ended up losing, which is unfortunate because both had a chance to win. Arizona loses 20-19 to Atlanta. Denver falls 27-24 to the Chiefs. So if the Bears were to win next week and both those teams were to lose, Denver's pick going to Seattle, of course, but it's based on the Broncos' record, the Bears would drop to the 4th pick. The good news is the Bears are locked the top 4 pick, but for being honest, the Bears need to lose next week. You need to lose next week. That is just the simple fact of the matter. So anywhere from the 1st to 4th pick is where the Bears sit. Indianapolis only has 4 wins, but since they have a tie, the Bears' record would be worse if they won next week. So they will be somewhere 1 through 4. Highest probability, number 2, because they're probably going to lose next week. Second highest probability, probably number 1, because I think Texans beating the Colts, there's a possibility it could happen. 3rd or 4th pick still in play as well, depending on what happens with Seattle and, of course, Arizona. So there you have it when it comes to the current 2023 NFL draft order. And what do you guys think? Will the Bears get the number 1 overall pick? Type Y for yes, type in for no. This time next week, we will have, depending on when the games kick off in Week 18, we will have a pretty good feeling on where the Bears are selecting. So Y for yes, N for no. Will the Bears get the number 1 overall pick? Go ahead and let us know down in the comments section. And hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Listen, this season's been tough. We all know that. But your support has been awesome. All the super chats on our watch party today were great, so we appreciate that. Subscribe. It's 100% free. That really supports the show. We have the latest news and rumors covered on this show, live streams, Q&A shows as well. So hit that sub button. This offseason is going to be incredible. Regardless of where the Bears pick, they're in the top 4, locked in now. Probably number 2 pick, free agency over $100 million. So make it happen. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have you guys covered. Final thoughts, Bears lose 41-10, 9 straight losses. I do think there are some question marks with, a little bit with Fields, but with the coaching as well. But the reality is Bears have kind of mailed it in here. I think they're going to run it back with this staff. Fields is going to be the guy. They'll decide what they want to do with their high draft pick. Either keep it or trade down, and we'll see how next year goes. I think there's a lot of optimism for the offseason, but it's been a stumble to the finish line. I think we can all agree on that. So Bears lose 41-10 to fall to 3-13 on the 2022 season. Get the Bear Downs going as the Bears Win, lose, or draw, diehard Bears fans, type Bear Down. Get the Bear Downs in. Appreciate the support.